Ever since Sunday, Foodie has been up and down so much, the only way I could describe it was an emotional roller coaster. I took a few days off to sort of marinate in what's going on, what's being said, and think about how I wanted to approach my commentary. I actually believe that there's quite a bit of truth in the Sunday livestream called I Can't Stop Crying.
I've waited like a million hours. It feels like to just try to start my life and I can't stop crying. It's too early for this shit.
Now, for the record, I do believe that Foodie is frustrated, and I believe she's crying out of that frustration. It's my opinion that her lies have started to trip her up, and she's starting to forget what she said, and things just aren't making sense anymore. We now know that she spent Sunday with her family, and actually a couple of days, and she went MIA, right? So she was up, dressed, ready to go, because she had to catch a shuttle to Cornwall.
Nothing's wrong. Just another day of realizing I'm just completely and utterly alone. I can't sleep. I can hardly eat.
That's not quite true. This is from the live stream just before this one.
I'm gonna try to eat. Hey guys! I have Southwest Ranch for my onion rings. The Nashi. Did they put Nashi sauce? Anyway. And last thing I got is a Whopper Jr. Because like every time I want to get fast food, I always want the chicken and the beef.
See what I mean about how she can't keep the narrative straight? The lies just keep piling on top of each other.
I don't know if I've like actually ever felt this bad in my entire life. Hey Teardrop, says Tracy. I really don't like think I've actually felt like known what I thought to really be alone feels like, and it's fucking awful.
This is the one big truth that I think came out of this live stream. For those of you who wish that Foodie would get what's coming to her, I think she finally is. She signed a 1-year lease for an apartment that she chose an hour and a half away from her family and Pete's. Well, for the time being anyway. We now know that he is probably moving in.
Maybe Tracy, but they don't live in the same town, which I should have moved somewhere in Cornwall, but I thought that would be depressing because that would probably feel a million times like moving backwards. And go where? I don't enjoy doing anything. Going to sit at a cafe by myself? I don't give a shit about anything.
How can she not remember that some of her happiest times in Kuwait were spent completely by herself, driving around, going out to eat, with nobody but her beezers to keep her company?
I can't stand the quiet. Like, I can't sleep. I feel like I wake up in a panic, like I'm suffocating. Hey, Jessica, ready, set, repeats.
Now, this may be unkind to point out, but I feel like her medical sort of consequences are starting to settle in. Her medications have been all over the place, and she has not been following up with any of her doctors in any country she's been in. On top of that, she's been overindulging in edibles and vaping, so I'm actually kind of shocked that she didn't feel worse before this.
He'll answer me like inadmittedly. And I know he doesn't owe me anything. We're not technically married.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not technically married. That's a very interesting turn of phrase. This is the second big truth that is coming out of this live stream, that there's still some sort of relationship here and it's not all one-sided. Because not only does Foodie have these expectations, but Salah is responding to her.
But the thing is like, so then how do you go from being, were you a fucking liar then? Like, how do you go from being super lovey-dovey, I love you, you're my soulmate, this and that bullshit, to me, like, seeing me like this and you don't even care? Like,
Towards the end of that clip, did you notice her hesitate? I think Foodie's starting to realize that what she's saying doesn't make sense. On one hand, she wants people to believe that they were married and are actually divorcing and she's moving on with her life. On the other hand, she wants people to feel sorry for her because he's not responding to her.
he probably thinks this is all drama, like me being upset. Like, I think it's pretty normal. And like, I hate more than anything that I'm like hurt. Or maybe he was just smart about it. Like, or maybe his dad was smart. Like, he knows he's gonna be going through depression where he's like ultra vulnerable. Because the night before his dad flew in, he was like, I flew out. He was home alone that night. He messaged me, it feels like there's no light in the house without you. It's awful. I'm so lonely. The next day his dad comes in and he basically, that's where our conversation goes downhill. And he's like, don't bring my family into it. They have nothing to do with it. They have no influence.
In that last clip, it was Salah's side that was more interesting. Don't bring my family into it. Don't bring your family into what? This relationship or agreement or arrangement that you're keeping on? One thing is for certain, there is a relationship there, and Foodie is expecting Salah to contact her multiple times each day.
You think he's talking to someone else? Why doesn't he just admit it then? Like, why lie? Just say it. Just say it and I'll leave you alone. Like, why be cruel? And like, I hate that. Like, why string me along? Just tell me to fuck off. I would rather that than be like vague. Like,
That last part is what made me pause and made me think that, yeah, she really doesn't understand what she's saying. She doesn't understand this narrative that she's written for herself, and she's just confusing everything.
and I miss Julia. I miss her a lot. I miss Sasa. Like, I miss that sense of family that I was getting.
So she's saying she missed the sense of family, but every time he went to go see his family, she stayed at home. None of this makes sense, Foodie. I believe that the only thing she actually misses about the Middle East is her little created family of her, Salah, and Julia watching horror movies together. That's it.
Did I choose this? Yeah. I feel like I did. I don't know if I made a mistake or not. It's too early to tell. But like the way I'm feeling, like just feeling like shit. Like pure shitsicle.
I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to have to do a part 2. There are a lot of things running through my head about the reappearance of Pete's, and I want to give it a little bit more thought. Part of the reason why it took me so long to do this video is because I do believe that Foodie's in some sort of mental distress, and I don't want to take that lightly. Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. Is there still something going on between Salah and Foodie? I'd love to hear from you.